be able to get an update with our next guest. Trainer Simon Miller joins us on the Sports Daily. Simon, a good morning to you.
Morning, TC. Morning, Diggs. You well?
We are indeed. Likewise for your end, we hope. West Star, there's a lot of interest in this animal. Simon, read the Retrovision text line in here. Can you provide our listeners with a bit of an update, please?
He's heading back to Perth, and we'll give him probably a couple of weeks off and just see if we can reset him. Everything he's done behind the scenes is good, but race day is awful, and his coat's not there. He's holding on to it, so he's racing like he looks. So this time of year, you get those half-wintry coats, and you can generally shift them. But in this case, he's holding on to it, so he's just a little bit out of sync. So we'll put him in a paddock and see if we can weave some magic, and then if he can move it and he's working well, we'll probably just go Winterbottom Gold Rush. But subject to him, but we pulled the pin on the Eagle because he's not going good enough.
Okay, do you have a reason as to why he hasn't shed that coat yet?
No, it does my head in.
Yeah.
So sometimes they just do it and it cooks you. Like I got away with it with Fine Star, you know. She looked awful at Belmont, but got the job done and then put her out and gave it 2 weeks off and came back and was just a completely different horse. So horses for courses, but they generally do it for a reason, and when you can't find the reason, it does your head in.
So did you say he was back in Perth or he's still on his way home?
No, he's on his way home. He lobs here Wednesday.
Okay. Now, you mentioned Fine Star. Will we see her in a Burgess Queen it's a week today?
Yes. She'll spin around there and then head to a Champion Fillies, which you'd think she'll eat the ground up. She's had a great prep, and it was a dominant win the other day. So generally, as you get a bit further out in trip and you take on your own sex, it doesn't get as tough. So we'll see who enters the Burgess Queen, but she sets up beautifully and she's improved from the first up run. So happy with her.
All right, so she's run a good race at 1,300 metres. Her last two efforts have been at 1,200, but she gives you the impression 14 and further is going to be her best trip?
Yep, absolutely. Spot on. So all her makeup suggests that the further the better, and she's tracking along beautifully and just looks a totally different horse from what we produced at Belmont in winter.
All right. Twisted Steel, do we get to see him on Saturday?
You'll see him Saturday, so he's just got to improve his manners. If he brings the same brain to the races, we're in trouble. He just didn't deal with the crowd at Ascot and did his first lap in the parade in the mountain yard, and he was starting to work himself up, and his second lap he was shot, and the third lap I was closing my eyes and hiding. But thank God this race is this weekend and not Irish Stakes, because they had 8,800 there last week. He would have been absolutely gonzo. So I think I'll just tweak a few things behind the scenes. I might have had him a bit fresh, and I'll put pre-race ears on him, and I'll keep the work up to him. So his work this morning was excellent. So hopefully we can knock a bit of nervous energy out of him. And if he parades well, I'm sure he'll race well.
You've always had a big opinion of this horse, Simon. Has he always been a little bit revvy, or is it just a case of him being a bit fresh there on that first up performance?
He's a typical Rommel. They've just got no brains, and then you just got to hold their hand and hope they develop one. And generally the Colts and Geldings do. So I must admit, this time around he was bomb-proof everywhere. So I was wrapped with the way he was going. Then he just got to the race and had a meltdown. So I think we can switch him around and get him back on course. But he's come a long way from where he was at. So he's got an engine and the brain's catching up.
He's your best chance to win a Placid Arc? Is that fair?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I've got a lot of nice horses, but I don't know if I can get him in there. I don't think I've got enough money in. So, I mean, he's already ticked the box. He's qualified. So, yeah, he's definitely our best.
Marduce's performance on the weekend, satisfied?
Yeah, wrapped. Geez, I'm wrapped. He's just building. I've still got heaps of room. Got a coach shifting. It's not fully there yet, so there's room for improvement. Fitness-wise, he'll strip fitter for that again. So I'm just trying to aim to have him cherry ripe for the Guineas. So I'm just slowly with him. His first two runs have been enormous. So the winner's a good horse, so we've got to try and turn the tables there. But I've got fitness on my side, so hopefully that can help square us up with him. But I'd like to think the ones that were behind us, with natural improvement, we can elevate again. So yeah, he's on track for again. He's a ripper. Like you look at his whole CV, he's never had a bad race. And from a trainer's point of view, they're great horses to not only train but to enjoy on race day and watch them go around.
Does look a tough task to turn the tables on the winner, though. The winner looks smart.
Yeah, winner's very good. Yep, but just need a bit of luck. You never know. I haven't screwed him down yet, so that's probably one thing in our favour. But I do need something in my favour because he's a very good horse, the winner.
Talking of luck, Don't Declare didn't get a lot of it on Sunday.
Oh.
He's still there trying to get out, so I can't even tell you how he pulled up. But I'll let you know when I pick him up on Thursday when I go back to Northern. So, well, it's just a train wreck. He's a really good horse, kept going shin sore, so that's why he's lightly raced, and thought we could sneak $1 out of him Sunday, and the operation was a success, but the patient died. So we'll reset go again. I'm going to throw him into Placid Arc Prelude. If he happened to get a run, it's not like he had a hard run the other day, so he's a sneaky little go, but we'll see what the race looks like, and if he doesn't, there's a race for him the following week. But yeah, really nice horse. How we finished second with 50 metres before the line, still hadn't been asked for an effort. Shows he's got good ability.
What about tomorrow at Belmont and then Thursday at Northam? You take over the 2 days 7 runners to the races, if my maths are correct. Is there one that stands out?
I actually like my first starters. So I think Western Jet will run a really good race Wednesday, and I think Gem Coney will run a really good race Thursday. And of the race ones, probably the best of them would be Admire Astra. She was in the slow lane and really good the other day, and I think she's improved since. But, yeah, we've got good chances both days. We're just peppering away, seeing who can get the prize money up and just see which way we play with a few of them, whether we can get into the better races. I'm sort of cramming for an exam with a few of these.
When do we see Gabex again, Simon?
I might take it to Northern Thursday week, I think it is. Yep. Thursday week. So she'll go up there. There's a 11 and a 1300 maiden. Probably prefer the 13. She's a nice filly that'll get further, and she pulled ground off what was a messy race and forward, track plate on speed. I thought she was a great run the other day. That was another one. Shaded her up. Chance to get $1 out of her, and we just missed. But she's going really good. Nice filly.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, Simon. Thank you very much for the update. I'm sure we'll chat shortly.
No worries. Thanks, TC. Thanks, Diggs. Have a good day.
There's Simon Miller with an update. So West Star, best case scenario, probably a Winterbottom and a Gold Rush gets home.